Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a short little video on some things that you should pack if you know someone who's going to get Halo, or if you're planning on getting Halo, or yeah, just if you know anybody who's getting into Halo. So let's get started on my little list here. Some of these things are things that I did pack from the very beginning and I've found very helpful, and then some of them are things I've either thought that I should have brought and have gotten from either visitors, or like my dad brings some stuff up sometimes, or some of them are things that I'm like, if I would have known, I would have gotten them, but it's not like the end of the world. So let's start. First thing is a heating pad. They do have these like little disposable ones that you can like pop and they get warm, but they do not last that long and they're kind of hard to get in the right spot. Plus sometimes they're really kind of uncomfortable because they're like plasticky and they kind of stick to your neck, and that's just kind of a little bit gross. But if you can bring your own heating pad from home, I highly recommend it. The next thing is a book stand / lamp. Now this is something I thought I needed within like the first couple weeks, but then I realized that actually I'm fine without it. Specifically the book stand, like I thought I'd have to put it on a table so I could read, so I didn't have to go like this, but honestly that's really not that uncomfortable, and I can kind of do this and rest it on my knees, so it's really not that necessary for me, but it's something that you might want to consider. Okay, another thing is clothes with a wide neck. This is like, yeah, clothes with a wide neck. As you can see, this, like the neck was cut off of it so I can step into it. Some things just have like, or like V-necks are really good. I'm hoping to post a video on like outfits I wear in a week, and I'll kind of show you whether it has a wide neck or something like a V-neck. So be on the lookout for that video, because I am hoping to post something like that, like what I wear in a week, and then I can kind of show you how it works with my Halo, because you cannot really pull things over it, like even when you're unattached, because the pins stick out and stuff, and it's just not good. So that's another thing that's really helpful. Or just things in general that are stretchy that you can step into. They don't necessarily have to have a wide neck, just something you can step into. And then staying with the clothes, I recommend bringing comfortable clothes, because honestly you're mostly going to be sitting. Even if you're in like your walker, you're still going to want comfortable clothes. And this outfit's comfortable, like I'm wearing leggings and a t-shirt today, and that's comfortable. But there's some days I want to be even comfier, so I just wear sweats that day. Sometimes I wear just like a hoodie with sweats. So honestly, make sure you bring like extra comfy clothes for those certain days where you just want to be extra cozy. Alright, the next thing is projects. You're going to want to bring activities that you can do so that you don't get bored. Some things that I brought were canvases and paint. I only recently started doing that, but it's a lot of fun. Beading, also just recently started doing that. It's so fun. And honestly, beading is really great because I can't look down, as you heard in previous videos, but I can hold the string up and bead super easily. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Unless I have like a really detailed part, then sometimes I'll reduce the weight so I can kind of get down in there more. But other than that, I can pretty much bead at full weight, and it's not huge. It's not a huge problem. Some other projects for you may include Legos. I did bring some of those. I need to probably work on some more. Let's see, puzzles, if you like puzzles, although that might be kind of hard, but it'd probably be similar to Legos, so that might work. Books, if you consider that, I mean, that's kind of like a project. Anything that's like a hobby of yours that you can easily pack up. Oh, like knitting or crocheting, maybe some hand sewing. It really just kind of depends on what you think is going to keep you occupied. And then also bringing some things that might be a good new hobby to pick up. Okay, this next one is actually, this seems maybe obvious to some of you, but to me it wasn't that obvious, though I did bring it immediately. As time has gone on, I've realized how like important it is bringing your own toiletries. It's so important, and it will just kind of make you feel, it will normalize the whole experience a whole lot if you bring your own shampoo, your conditioner, skincare, things like that. You don't have to go crazy, but like if you bring your own hairbrush and toothbrush and like all of that, it does definitely help normalize things. And it also is just nice because since things are different, it's nice to have something that is consistent, like your own shampoo that you already know that you love. They do provide it here, but it's obviously not going to be like that nice. But if you happen to forget it, they do have it. But I do recommend bringing your own toiletries because it helps a ton. Okay, this really only applies to people who do like enjoy having a pillow. But if you are someone who like anytime you travel brings your own pillow, this is not an exception. Bring your pillow, because that also kind of helps normalize things. I brought my pillow and it's just so wondrous. Hospital pillows are just not the best. But if you don't really mind what pillow you're laying on, then that's fine. Though hospital pillows kind of sink down, I've noticed if you lay on them. So it might not be the best for Halo because you kind of want to be up more. Like, I feel like a squishy pillow might not be as good. But I haven't tried one, so I can't say for sure. But if you're a pillow person, bring a pillow. The next thing is a water bottle. Otherwise, you're going to be drinking out of a hospital cup the whole time, which isn't necessarily a problem. But your ice is going to melt really quickly, and honestly, it's just not the cutest, you know, if you want to bring it around. So bring a water bottle, and then also your ice won't melt as easily. Okay, this one is kind of something you'd bring, kind of not, I don't really know, but coming here, I packed everything into a suitcase, kind of expecting to put clothes away in like a dresser or a closet or something, which to my dismay, I did not get a closet nor really a dresser. There's a few drawers like on the floor, but honestly it's kind of hard to bend down the first couple days in this because your head feels really heavy. So I recommend packing everything in packing cubes. I started out with having mine is pajamas, pants, and shirts. And it's still kind of like that. It's a little mixed up now, but it's so much easier to live out of packing cubes than a suitcase, because a suitcase you have to haul up every time to where you want it. You have to unzip the whole thing. So honestly, packing cubes are like a huge, really great thing. I don't know what I was gonna say, but they're super helpful, and I highly recommend those because they're so much easier to live out of than like a backpack or a suitcase. Another thing is a cozy blanket from home. I had a few options coming up, but then like right before I got here, my friends put together an adorable little gift basket for me with a brand new fuzzy blanket, so I ended up bringing that. Since being here, I have acquired 2 blankets, but yeah, having a fuzzy blanket is so nice, especially if you don't want to just sleep in the hospital blankets, because they're okay, but they're not really weighted the same, and they're just not that great. Okay, another thing is comfort items. So anything that's comforting to you. This could be a stuffed animal. For me, it was a fan and my stuffed animal, a blanket, a pillow could also be considered this. Honestly, anything that is comforting to you that would help kind of normalize the whole situation and help make it a little easier. And then last but not least, this is kind of random, but we found that a big towel, like bring a towel from home that's big and like cushy, because the towels here are not that great. They're like white and really thin and honestly super short. So yeah, if you don't want to be using those, definitely bring your own towel because it's super handy. I currently have 2 towels that I'm switching back and forth from, but yeah, I really recommend them, especially if you don't want to be using those tiny little towels because they're not that great. But yeah, that's all the things I can think of so far. But if I think of more, I'll definitely post another video. But for now, this is just a one and done video. And then it might change to a part 1 eventually. But for now, that's all I've got. I hope this was helpful to any of you who may be starting Halo Traction or know someone who's starting Halo Traction. Yeah, I hope you learned some things, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye. Also, don't forget to subscribe down below and leave a comment. I have a bunch more videos that I'm hoping to post really soon, so hang tight for those, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.